If you can stop talking for 10 seconds, that would be fantastic. You want to hit the start timer on there? You want to hit? You want to start podcasting, genius?
Hello, and welcome to Carnival Personnel Sideshow. I am Jacques.
Hey, is my mic on? Hey, this is Biff.
Hey guys, it's your old pal Joe.
The whole gang is here. As you might be able to hear in my voice, I am giddy. I'm saying it. I'm a guy in his 50 using the word giddy, which I think only guys in their 50 use. We talked about this on the podcast last week. It came up when I was driving with my son a couple of weeks ago. It was a takeoff of the Marry Fuck Kill thing where he gave me three things he knows I love and I can only pick two. And so we talked about doing it, and I texted Joe and Biff this week and said, let's do that as a sideshow, and gave no other guidelines or instructions. So we all are taking it from a little different angle. But there you have it. How did you approach it, Biff, before we get started?
I just approached it like very, very traditionally without, there is some thought into it in terms of things that are kind of specific, but, ultimately I just wanted to make it a, generic so that basically I wanted to some degree for both, you and Joe to be able to answer it to some degree, but,
And what about you, Sir Joseph?
Yeah, I have kind of a Whitman sampler of different fuck, marry, kills.
I better not get that orange cream filling one that is just rancid. Like
the cherry one is, you can go straight to hell.
You really, yeah. But let me ask you this:
or coconut,
right? Fuck right off.
Yeah,
and I don't dislike coconut in some things, but in the Whitman samplers, but the cherry ones, I don't know if you had a relationship with a grandmother, but my grandmother in Everett, that was the Everett old lady fucking gold doubloon gold standard of non-hard candy. Like if they like themselves some rocks painted white and red, and they like the cherries in the Whitman sampler.
I equate those cherry chocolate candies and Whitman samplers as like, when they would put exploding ink on bags of money from the bank so that it ruined everything. Like it made everything else ruined. Like that's what it was like biting into one of those cherry chocolates for me.
So for me, like I never grew up with that stuff. And then one day, maybe 23 years ago, I saw it at the supermarket and it says it's a package of chocolates. And I just kind of said, hey, I brought it for my wife and goes, hey, I brought you some stuff. And she ate it and she goes, this sucks. Does it? I'll never buy it again. So I've not only have I never eaten any of it, I bought it once for my wife and never even thought about ever buying it again.
Were you mad at her, Biff? Is that why you got her?
No, I had no idea it sucked.
I was also drawn to the artwork because it reminded me of these Family Feud, old school, cross stitch patterns. So yeah.
Well, dude, you thought of that, and let me look at the list. No one else. No one on the scene. All right, so we're gonna get into it. The way I did it is I did I'm giving you three things. You got to pick two of them. I did it individually for Biff and Joe, and weird. I'm gonna, there's a couple Lulus in here. I was like seeing if I could get somebody to really have some anxiety. But okay. I'm gonna kind of baby step my way into it. Joe.
Baby steps.
And I'm baby stepping onto the elevator. Dr. Marvin, Dr. Leo Marvin. See, don't do that. Okay, here we go. Starting off with Joe. Joe, you can only pick two of these three. The other
one's got to go.
One's got to go.
Yeah. Yep. Got it.
The Mario video game franchise, the Zelda video game franchise or the Castlevania video game franchise?
Castlevania.
Oh, there was no hesitation.
No.
Oh, so I'm just going to have to cross your eldest son off my good person list because I actually reached out and I said, hey, I know a couple, but I need a third. I need something that will really he's going to have to think about. So let me just get my name of people I like book. There's so few names on this already.
Right. It's like the big book of Jewish sports legends.
But yeah, okay. So goodbye, Castlevania. Didn't we do a Castlevania sideshow once?
Yes, and I'm only doing it because I just ripped a Band-Aid off. Because it's like, all three are great. Granted, I think I've played more Castlevania games, strangely, than the Zelda games, or I've actually completed more Castlevania games than Zelda games. But I mean, it's fucking Mario and Zelda. That's like, it's the original OG Nintendo intellectual properties, and Castlevania, third party, very great franchise, kind of dipped recently in quality, so that's why I went with the Castlevania.
Okay, but I remember like this. I don't know if we did the sideshow because it was just a new version of the game, or it was when it hit Netflix as an animated series.
I think that was it.
But it was because I knew you liked it. Okay, I'm gonna do one for Biff, and then I'll let one of you guys go. Biff?
No, wait. Why don't we just go around?
Okay. Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Robin.
Okay.
So Biff, you're next.
Okay, so mine, like I said, I have a few specifics, but mine's more generic.
Okay.
So here's my first generic one. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So basically, one of these will cease to exist if you do not, whatever one you don't choose. Okay, ready?
Yep.
Cheese, French fries, and soda.
Soda.
I'm gonna say it's between French fries and soda for me, but I'm gonna say soda just because I think I'm as this podcast dropped, I'm exactly 4 weeks, 1 day into no soda.
Oh, that's pretty good. Okay.
And I don't miss it as much as I thought, but yeah, French fries I like. But cheese is, you could put my two sons in cheese and one of those future kidney donors is going to be gone.
Biff, what do you say?
Oh, clearly soda for me too.
Yeah, I think I was just going with the logic of what would I, if I had to go on a diet or wanted to go on a diet or had the willpower to go on a diet, what would I
now,
logically
it just means I'll be drinking a lot of beer, but
Yeah, exactly. I was like, there's so many more things that I could be drinking besides soda. So yeah, that was a kind of an easy choice for me. So okay,
all right,
I'll go next.
Let's go next.
This one's a little timely based on our recording date because two of these people are hosting Saturday Night Live this week.
Oh, you bastard!
Steve Martin, Martin Short, Chevy Chase. Biff, I want to hear from you first.
Yeah.
Oh, no, the easy one for me. It's Chevy Chase.
Yeah, I kind of figured. Jacques,
dude. I mean, Cherry's gone. Cherry's gone.
That's what I'm saying is, listen, and by the way,
that means Fletch doesn't exist.
Right, non-existent.
That means falling down off the ladder, putting the Christmas star up on Saturday night in 1975. Six does not exist. None of these exist. None of their work. It's not like we're not going to get to see the next great project that Cherry has. Nothing he's done exists. Yeah, that's a little tougher because I've loved him so much. We've talked about it. At one point, he was the funniest son of a bitch ever. That means no Caddyshacks.
Yeah.
That means no Caddyshacks.
That means no Funny Farm.
That means no. I was gonna go spies like us.
No cops or cops and Robertsons.
But the big ones. I mean, what is Cherry Chase? He is the vacation franchise.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a vacation franchise. He's Fletch.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's Caddyshack. I mean, that his body of work, his resume is amazing. But I gotta tell you, it's not even knowing all that. It's not a hard decision.
Yeah,
it's not.
I would say Chevy myself as well. Although, I don't know, like I love Martin Short in like pretty much everything, but his body of work isn't as solid. If that's a, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's
I
not
do.
as, it's not as like,
I think you're
seminal.
absolutely right.
You know what I mean? Like
But-
iconic.
I think here's the thing with me. It's like, aside from Caddyshack, which I would have immensely missed, right? But everything else, it's like I literally get put off by seeing Chevy Chase on screen. I just don't like the guy at all. I just think he is like, and it's really one of those situations where the person that he is completely biasing my ability to enjoy his work.
I'm now that way with like Alec Baldwin, but yeah, but with me, with Martin Short, I don't know.
And Kevin
because...
Sorbo too.
Well, let's see, where's the edit button on that one? I just don't want anybody to think that you would say something like that. But no, with Martin,
come on.
I think because of Martin Short, when I think of him, honestly, SCTV for me is just so everything. It's
Jackie Rogers Jr. I mean,
the fucked up thing. Here's the most fucked up thing about Martin Short's resume: one goddamn season on SNL. And when you think of that, it's like every sketch that he did on that one season, that one no Lorne Michaels season of SNL.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
It was one season.
I did not realize that.
He did not have the best supporting cast around him, but every skit, like you already said, Jackie Robinson Jr., $100,000 cash, but what? His whole well, this is just a very boring podcast that you're doing here. This is like the third time this year. Like why are you asking me about why we're doing this? Is that whole character, and then
Ed Grimley.
But that poured it over. You've corrupted my lingo with your video game nonsense and shenanigans, Joseph. Poured it over from SCTV. But no, there was the swimming one. Yeah, I mean, when you go the Pantheon.
The swimming one was awesome. That is incredible.
Of this, I mean, honestly, if we ever did the 64 bracket of SNL skits, that swimming is, I'm telling you right now, it's definitely passes the Sweet 16. You know, it's around a grade 8. It might be a semifinals.
And we don't have time to talk about Steve Martin's accomplishments. No.
So Cherry, thank you for the three. The fucked up thing is you got no Three Amigos, which means maybe you don't get.
What if we said no Steve Martin, we'd have no Carnival personnel.
Thank you. And everybody listening is now thinking, oh, they should have said Steve Martin.
We'd have a free Friday night.
Yeah.
All right, Jacques, what's up next?
Okay, this is going to my good friend Biff, and I'm going to kind of start off with a softball for you, Biff.
All right.
You either have to be vegetarian, never look at porn, or drink only water the rest of your life.
Drink only water.
So I don't know if you're a big coffee guy. If you're I know you like the occasional adult beverage.
So we'll go. I'm giving up porn. Come on.
Porn over beer. Okay. Let me just write a sad emoji.
No, it's the other way around. Beer over porn. Beer over porn.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess you could on a Post-it note, like write a set of boobs and jerk off to that.
I mean, he's got all the porn
he
needs.
Right up here. Just buy the whores. That's not porn. That's prostitution. That's different.
How dare you talk about those men like that? They're hardworking. Okay, so that was that. So far, they've been easy. All right, what do you got, Biff? Throw a curveball here.
All right. Well, I don't know. Let's see if it is a curveball. So kind of similar to Joe's last one. Are you ready? Betty White.
Yes.
Mel Brooks. Steven Spielberg.
See, wait a second.
Wow.
That's like, I mean, we're trying to see the ones that we've been doing so far have been sort of in the same category.
They are in the same category. They're all entertainers. They're all entertainers.
They're all people.
But you know what it is it's really about whose works are you willing to wipe out and who as persons are you willing to wipe out, entirely? Because two of those people I think are very lovable as people, but also have great bodies of work. Steven Spielberg, I think not too much personality, but his body of work is incredible, right? So if you're going to essentially your entertainment life is going to be devoid of one of those three, which one are you eliminating?
I'm saying Betty White. Sorry.
You hate Betty White? What kind of an animal are you?
Biff, that's not fair. That's not. He hates women.
Yeah.
If you hate Betty White, you just hate women. No,
and of all women, I hate Betty White the most.
The best thing ever uttered about Betty White is when she passed away at 99. When you die at 99 and the outcry is it was too soon.
Right.
And again, it's
Cut
like
too short.
Because we're our age and not 75. We really, without hindsight, yes, we all jumped on the train with the Mary Tyler Moore Show. So her before, but then when you see what great things she did, my gut instinct was right away to say, well, Spielberg. But then I, more than hating to agree with my wife on things, I hate agreeing with Joe, but Joe called it, but at least you blurted it out first. So you hate women more than me. That's
you lumped in two directors with a kind of an acting legend, so it was a little apples and oranges, and I find that's unfair.
True. No, absolutely.
And actually, I can actually misconstrue that as two of these things are like the other. Two of these things are kind of the same, but one of these things just doesn't belong. And that's Betty White.
That's Betty. Yeah. So that was good. Okay. I'm circling back to my good friend. All right, this isn't. I don't know how tough.
Wait. What am I? Chop liver over here?
Oh no, you did. Oh right. Your answer was just so long. I thought that you would ask the question.
Very long-winded, and I'm actually not done answering. Thank you very much. Can I finish?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. They're all in the same category, so try not to get confused, Biff. I suck. I'm sorry. Johnny Carson, David Letterman, Conan O'Brien.
That is a good one.
Oh no, I hear fire trucks outside. You guys are gonna have to wrap this up.
That is a good one.
Oh no, your house is on fire and you have to go.
Leave the room. I'm going to leave the laptop going so you guys can continue. And
I will say, listen. You know what? I mean, obviously I love all three of those guys, but I think given the choice, I think I have to go with Conan, largely because, I mean, Johnny Carson is so much of my childhood, right? And then, I think Letterman is like that secondary foundational guy, and I think Conan is amazing, but I just don't think that he was as much of a game changer as Letterman was, as great as Conan was. So I think I have to go with Conan on this one.
Well, that's just clearly you don't like laughter, Biff. Okay. This would have been a harder question for me to answer, Joe, if we didn't watch that episode a few weeks ago of Carson, where it was just absolutely excruciating. Absolutely excruciating. And I think, his longevity, what was amazing. What he did to, the step forward that his show took, it was definitely different than anything that came before him to a certain extent. But you and I know that Ernie Kovacs was doing stuff. David Letterman was probably more derivative of Ernie Kovacs. And if you're not, you're stealing my bit.
Steve Allen.
Yeah. Like, I think Letterman is more Steve Allen, Ernie Kovacs than he is Johnny Carson. Yeah. And it's not that hard for me. Carson would go because honestly, I love him. It's great. We quote him all the time. You and I get together and watch old Carson episodes, Joe. But I think that Letterman, my all-time favorite, it's Letterman and Conan. And it's a real Sophie. If you could only pick one of two and it's those guys,
I'd kill myself.
I was gonna say it's a quick trip to the rickety stool and rope store for me. But yeah, Carson, I love you. Thanks for the memories. You know,
But then,
Bob
what's
Hope.
Carson what's Letterman without Carson's existence?
well, but that's it. It's like, or if you look at, or if you're a fan of Ernie
I'm not talking
Koufax-
about that. I'm talking about his literal existence without
Oh, right, right.
without him ever being on the on the Carson show. What is Letterman's existence?
Right. By that logic, Conan O'Brien would be the easy Gonski. My heart says Johnny Carson, only because what Jacques said. It's like I grew up, without Letterman, there's no Chris Elliott,
Yep.
and without Chris Elliott, there's no laughter. And there's nothing. So yeah, I'm gonna have to say Johnny Carson myself. So yeah, that's it. I mean, sorry, Johnny.
Thanks for the 29
It's
years.
okay. He's the only one that's dead anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck him.
Fuck him.
And he hit his wife. Didn't he hit his wife once? Yeah, I don't know.
You know what? There's his side of the story and there's her face. So I mean, who are you going to believe?
Right.
All right. Who's next?
You, that'd be you.
Okay, that maybe. Okay. I don't. Maybe this is hard. Maybe it's not. That's what she said. So, Joe.
Yes.
The Conan trilogy.
Trilogy.
One of these has to go. One of these has to go. The Simpsons, Saturday Night Live, Conan's talk show. His 29 years, the iterations from late night to TBS and everything in between. One of the three of those things, that he unarguably made great, or was part of making great.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to say I'm sorry, but Conan's talk show.
So you're saying goodbye to Chris Elliott?
Conan's talk show? What?
No. I mean all of Conan's talk shows. Either The Simpsons go, Saturday Night Live go.
Yeah, but why would Chris Elliott have anything to do with Conan? I missed the joke.
No, Chris Elliott. We don't know who Chris Elliott is if it's not for the Conan O'Brien for the late night.
It's Letterman, right? Letterman's where Chris Elliott broke it.
Oh, what?
No.
Oh,
no, you know what? You're right. I know I was confusing them for a second, but all the things that came out of him.
Late Night with Conan O'Brien.
Smigel, that's what I was thinking. It's like that.
Smigel.
Triumph. Triumph is gone.
Yeah.
Triumph is
Triumph is
gone.
gone.
Sorry,
you
Triumph.
killed
Yeah,
a
Triumph.
dog.
Look, Triumph was great. For me to poop on.
yeah.
All right, so that wasn't that hard for you. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, The Simpsons is just, The Simpsons and Saturday Night Live are American comedy institutions.
Yeah.
The Simpsons, maybe not so much lately, but still, I mean, I can quote the first 10 seasons verbatim of The Simpsons. So,
and look, and what they left in, it must be pure gold.
yeah, no, right, exactly. That's what they cut out. So yeah, I would say that. So does Biff have a say in this, or is that?
That was
For
a joke
me?
because
I hate to say this for me. It's like I was never a Simpsons guy. I never really watched it much. I've watched like 7 episodes, so it's an easy one for me, but only because of my watching, viewing habits.
No, it's because of your advanced age, really. We can be honest.
If it was that simple,
I don't know if it was showing in the home when you were. All right, so no, because I know Joe's love for Conan is equal to mine, if not even greater, and that's saying something. All right, Biff, what do you got?
Okay, this one is a very, very, very generic, straight ahead 3-way.
Hello,
Zeppelin, Beatles, Stones.
Goodbye, Rolling.
Stones.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
saying
Rolling
by
Stone. I mean, look, it's a little harder for me only because over the last few years, probably over the last decade, as more and more evidence of Led Zeppelin not being influenced, but straight up stealing. And what's worse than them stealing,
You make it sound like they've lost lawsuits for plagiarism or something like that.
It's what's worse than them stealing is they knew they were stealing. They knew who they were stealing from, most likely wouldn't be able to do anything about it. Now, my one counter argument to that is the following. Led Zeppelin never happened. Jimmy Page is still one of the greatest musicians over the past 100 years. I mean, what he did pre Led Zeppelin is so the gravity of his work before Led Zeppelin is so amazing, and it's not completely
Talking about the
ripping off.
Yardbirds?
No, I mean, when you look into this guy, he was a studio musician. He was
Yeah.
making regular appearances as a 14-year-old on
Yeah.
their version of whatever Carson was. He was
Yeah.
a studio musician who worked
Yeah.
with everybody, and then the Yardbirds. But you know what? I mean, the Stones have.
Yeah.
Look, if I was going to get a greatest hits album, but greatest hits albums,
they're for housewives and little girls.
but their greatest hits album, maybe one of the greatest hits albums. It's probably a top 10 greatest hits album, unarguably. But if I had to get rid of one of those bands, it's like, you got to move on, Jagger. You got to move on, Jagger.
Nah.
You see and then because of the song, I kind of played on the war, and then I'm going to shut up and you're going to go now, Joe.
All right, this is a Jacques only, I think.
Okay.
A Jacques heavy.
Fans only, Jacques
fans.
only fans.
Farmers only and Jacques only. Yes. So, all right, Jacques, I know you love the holidays. Man, do you love these holidays. But I know you love two holidays the best. So I had to throw in a third in there that would really throw a wrench in the works. And I need to see your face for this because you're leaning far back and I can't see. Okay. Halloween, Christmas, Juneteenth. Which one do you lose, you racist?
It's a trap.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Fucking Akbar.
Thank you, Biff. Thank you. Before I answer this, I'm going to answer a question with a question. You proud of yourself, Joe?
Oh, very. My arm.
You suck. You're a bad person.
My arm hurts from patting myself on the back so much.
First, I'm going to say Chadwick Boseman. I'm going to say right off the bean.
Rest in power. Rest in power.
Oh fuck, dude. I can't say anything else.
Halloween, Christmas. What? It's just three equally important holidays that that are culturally relevant. They've been culturally relevant our entire lives.
That one of them, the three of us didn't know about until The Watchmen on HBO 3 years ago.
That's on us. All right,
that is on us.
No.
Listen, it's on the whole college system.
Okay,
and
listen.
if that's a derivative of the whole college system, then that's an indictment on the United States of America.
Okay, listen, Nick Fuentes.
Listen. Yeah, recent knowledge has nothing to do with how important something is. I think you just need to make a choice.
Ignorance of the law is no excuse. Now, Halloween, Christmas, or Juneteenth, the floor is yours, Ted Cruz. Come on.
One of them's got to go. Lindsey Graham, but okay.
Any of them.
No, that's not. No, I need an answer.
I'm going to say final answer. Halloween's got to go.
Oh, well, you know what?
Got to go.
That's a little bit of a cheat. And I'll say this because for Jacques specifically, every day is Halloween for Jacques. So
don't do that when I'm drinking.
When are you not drinking?
But Daddy, you know what I mean? For the government. Yeah. No, it's ironic. You're right that it's on Halloween everybody comes down to my level. Like you're right. Like 364 is Halloween around here, baby. But you know what? Yeah, if something had to go, and really, would I really love Halloween if I didn't know who Tim Burton was? I mean, I can get free candy. Look, when I think 9 was the first time I got caught stealing from a market basket, getting candy, going to a friend's house. Like I can get free candy anytime. Like, I can wear a Batman outfit and get free candy anytime during the goddamn year I want. So what are you doing?
You were breaking up there, but I think you said, wow, you're a dick.
Yeah, no, that's 100% what I said. But I will close on this. Well played, Joseph.
No,
well played.
Biff, do you want to chime in on Halloween, Christmas, or Juneteenth?
Kind of easy for me. Christmas. I hate Christmas.
That's only
I mean, what? All that trouble to get Kentucky Fried Chicken. I mean, just.
You know what? You're right. Right. I'm gonna say Juneteenth. Next. No, I'm Halloween. I don't like. I could do without Halloween. Please,
dude.
One day, the one day why I have to give other people candy, I don't think so.
That means no, me and you walking around Arlington with our children wearing Ghostbuster outfits with you relentlessly playing on a loop. I'm afraid of no ghost.
Yeah,
that was one of the greatest days of my life.
But really, with you, I could do that on Juneteenth, and we wouldn't have to bring our kids.
Well, not anymore after he gave me that bad advice about Castlevania. He came off the list, 20 minutes ago.
It wasn't bad advice. He had to pick a third, and he picked, one that it was a very close.
He had to pick a third, and he picked the third rail is what he picked.
All right, continue.
All right, so this is for Biff. Biff,
okay.
You cannot go to one of these three places the rest of your life.
Okay.
Canada.
Okay.
Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
Japan.
Oh, Canada. Yeah.
Oh, wait. Are you singing the national anthem? Oh, was that "Oh Canada"?
No.
And the home and native land, true patriot love. Okay.
Like I said, easy call.
All right. Okay. There you go. Wow. A little easy. Joe, having been to none of those places, which place will you not want to go to that you haven't already been to?
I'm sorry. So the choices were Canada, Japan,
Japan, and Hawaii. Because I know you don't have a Canadian passport, right? If you never got a Canadian passport, you do not. Okay. But I know you loved it, and without and I know Canada, you didn't pick up hockey in Tokyo or and weren't able to play the Big Island, but it was an easy call for you. What about you, Joe? You can't go to one of those three places.
I'll say Hawaii. I do want to go to. I would love to go to Japan.
Yeah.
Especially is it Okinawa? No. What's the name of the town? It's like a very like the
electronics one?
Electronics district.
That's the Akihabara district.
Akihabara. Yeah, thank you. That's what I wanted to say.
I mean this when I say this. When I say this. That's easy for you to say, Biff.
Yeah. You could also say Akiba. That's how the Japanese kind of shorten, their own words.
Yeah. So then another not hard one. All right. What do you got, Biff? What's next?
Yeah, this one is on the tails of basically what Joe did the last time. And it really is the exact same style as Joe, really. Kind of.
Okay. Let's have it.
You ready? Bobby Orr.
Yep.
Wayne Gretzky. Richie Dunn.
Oh, I had the same thing but with Brad Park.
Oh, yeah. I went Richie Dunn.
Instead of Richie Dunn, yeah.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, but this, honestly, Biff, this is exactly what I wanted. Putting this sideshow together. At the same time, this is exactly what I wanted to ask you the tough question, you son of a bitch.
You're not the one on trial here.
Okay. Wow. So on one hand, I have Bobby Orr's number 4 tattooed on my left foot. On the other foot, I have Wayne Gretzky's Edmonton 99. On the other hand, I never get half of the doors, like with my very, very, very limited hockey ability. It opened doors for me around the world that would not have existed. I mean, the friends I made in LA, like the jobs I've got in LA, being a sales guy in the post industry and being able to go on clients' tournament teams to Vegas, meeting Scott Grimes and him helping me move me out there. When I went to Qatar, the one day I went, second day there, I went to the rink and I walked out of that rink that day with 20 buddies, 20 really great friends who made our 3 years there pretty magical. And that's not an understatement. That does not happen without Richie Dunn. It doesn't happen without Richie Dunn. I don't play hockey without Bobby Orr. Bobby Orr got, it's a reason, I think legally obligated. If you were in Boston in 1975, you had to play. And then the great one, who, as far as I know, probably leans the other way politically, but didn't come out in support of fuckstick. But I still have to say, it kills me. Wayne's got to go.
Wow.
Wayne's got to go.
See, I would have taken out Bobby Orr just for that ad and said, you know what? I love these
but
guys.
see, I'm completely separating 1966 to 1976. I'm just
saying, you know,
taking him as a
Yeah.
player. I
Yeah.
don't play hockey at all. I don't get into hockey at all if Bobby Orr it doesn't play and doesn't do what he does. I don't get the life, the absolute charmed existence, the Peter Pan lifestyle that I adopted when I was 5, 6, and hockey was my world when my dad left. I mean, because of Richie Dunn. I also don't have any relationship at all with my biological dad if it's not for Richie Dunn. So it kills me. I mean, Wayne will, and on we will never see a Wayne Gretzky again. We will never see that. That won't. I mean, we can debate on another sideshow how great Mary Lemieux would have been, but the thing is, before I'm going to wrap this up. When I rate the greatest athletes in their sports, not how great were you in your time, how much did you change the course of the mighty rivers? And Wayne completely changed the way the game was played. Bobby Orr completely changed the way the game was played. And to me, that's the epitome of their two greatnesses. It wasn't they were the best of what they did in their time. They changed fundamentally how the game was played. But that said, my life is not the charmed existence it is without Bobby Orr and the great Canton, Mass's very own Richie Dunn.
And I picked Brad Park because I was confused. I think
no, Brad Park. I mean, and I want to get this straight. When was 1979? So I'm 10. In the third grade, I signed. No, in the third grade, I signed every paper Orion Quest, who was the pilot of Grandizer on Force 5. And in the fourth grade, if my mom has any fourth grade papers left in the attic, they were all signed either Brad Park or Douglas Bradford Park. If I wanted to be formal, I went with Douglas Bradford Park. But yeah, I mean, that guy, because honestly, I saw him play a lot more than I saw Bobby Orr play. I mean, I'm 7 when Bobby Orr hangs him up and just, but it's like really, 78, 79 through the mid 80s where there wasn't a moment where I wasn't watching like anything Bruins. It was on TV 38 or well. So anyways, that's a tough one though. That Biff, kudos and fuck you. All right, Joe.
Let's see. Well, I got a bunch. I got a lot more. But I guess I'll go with this. This is kind of hack, but I got to get it out of the way. Star Wars: A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. Jacques?
It's got to be Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
It's gotta, I mean, you don't have Return of the Jedi without New Hope. And still it's between Pacific Rim, Empire Strikes Back and Endgame. Those are my 3. Those that's the holy trilogy. And my sad, oh my God, I can't.
Is that the next question?
I can't believe I've ever seen a woman naked, not online or paid for, when I say these things out loud. But what about you, Biff? Do you what are the original trilogies? What's got to go?
Yeah, easy. Oh yeah, Empire Strikes Back. I mean, fuck the Ewoks.
Jedi is the Ewoks.
Oh no! Wait! No, Return of the Jedi. Return of the Jedi. I'm sorry,
Jedi.
The third one.
That's why I kind of looked at the question. I was like, I know Jedi was going to be. All right, let's. Can I get a do-over?
Yeah, you can. Yeah,
All right, here's another one. All right, Jacques. And yeah, I got. Actually, I'd like to do 2, one for each.
Please do.
All right.
All right, Jacques. Hockey, comedy, comic books. We have to resuscitate Jacques because apparently I murdered him with that choice.
See, here's what I had written. I assumed what I wrote down a couple things I thought you were going to throw out your ass at you and me. Thank you, Mr. Unger. I have Batman, Star Wars, hockey. I thought one of you guys were going to throw that out. And you might. Oh God, damn it! Oh,
hockey, comedy, comic books. I mean, I think I know which one has to go.
Well, here's the thing. Up until about oh God. It is. It's hard. I was going to say up until about 10 years ago when hockey became less important to me, I would have said, yeah, hockey. I got, comedy. I'm going to be laughing my ass off hopefully when I'm 90. I'm going to be watching whatever iteration of Batman there is and I'm 90. But I got to say, oh fuck. I mean one of them's got to go. It's got to be it's got to be I don't know. Oh, fuck. Oh, it hurts. It burns.
Now remember, it's not real. Just pick one. It's fine.
No, it's not.
But pretend it's real.
I will judge me forever. Look at my room. It's surrounded by comic books and hockey and comedy.
And no comedy.
No, not today, baby. Not on this fucking piece of shit. Comic books got to go.
Ooh,
dude.
No Batman. Dude, no Superman.
No Buster Keaton. No Buster. Oh, dude, yeah. I mean, I'm going back to the silent movie theaters.
Oh no, I'm talking about comic books. Like I was thinking, like no Batman.
No, that's what I mean. No, but I'm talking comedy. My love of comedy.
Oh yeah.
Like Batman came out in 1939. Not that anybody would know this, but issue 27.
Wait, so he's been gay for that long?
Comic. But when you think that my love of comedic performers. I'm not even talking comedy like, before that Mark Twain shit. I'm talking when you talk about my love of silent movie theaters. And I still go to in LA and all the silent movie comics and all the comedy and all that stuff. It kills me to say that, that I would have to get rid of. I mean, I'm looking around the room as I sit here. I'm looking at Thor's hammer. I'm looking at a gigantic Batman thing that Al sent me, a Batman light. I mean, oh fuck. I two Thor hammers in this room. As I look around, I forgot the Lego one that the little guy put in here a while ago. But
in case one breaks.
And I'm not worthy for either one. Just to be clear. But that's the thing. It's like, comedy is something, but again, my whole life, every door I've had open for me, is because look at every door I've had open in my career has been open because of marginal hockey ability at best. And every girl I've got to let me see her naked is because I made them laugh, not because I was able to tell them which issue Daredevil first appeared. That not the pen Taylor. So it's another tough one. But yeah, it hurts. It burns. I will lose sleep tonight. Well done, dickhead.
All right. And so Biff, for you, I have the following. Hockey, metal, like heavy metal music, and or meat.
Yeah, my answer would be comic books.
Well, I also I thought of meat last minute. I was actually going to go with tentacle porn, but then I thought no, but so hockey, metal, or meat. One's got to go.
Metal or meat. I would probably have to forego meat, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's I'm gonna jump right in because one of mine for Biff was very similar. I had playing hockey, watching hockey above beer league. Because there's always such a, if I say NHL, there's the Olympics, there's world hockey, there's juniors, but playing hockey, watching hockey, cooking.
That's kind of a little bit tougher.
Because I know how you love yourself the cooking.
Yeah, that's a little bit tougher.
Comic books is not one of the answers.
Yeah. I would probably have to say playing hockey if I have to give one up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I will let JP know that you will not be there tonight. We will miss you in Phoenix this year.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, you're still driving me. Just let's get that. Let's get
you
that.
can still watch hockey.
You can still watch hockey. But no. Oh, that's a tough one though. Yeah, you overcooking. I really labored over that one, and it's ducktailing on yours, Joe. Very much a similar, but instead of going with meat, because he'll cook fish. He cooks a hell of a lasagna. I will attest to. But it's funny. Yeah, when Biff has a party. I mean, the night before, we're talking the smoker's going, the grill is going, the oven's going, the stir fry is going, the toaster is working overtime. I mean,
the fire department's on standby.
That's right. The fire department more important than anybody else.
That's it. I mean, when Biff hosts one of these parties, it's 3 or 4 weeks after that. That's the whole talk at Friday night is like, oh, then Biff burned out this. Oh, and then did you eat that? Did you try this? That you did? And it's all. Yeah, the hummus comes out of the box from Trader Joe's, but everything else is like when I say lovingly prepared by Biff, that's not exaggeration, but you give up playing. Yeah, because I get it. That's good. Okay. Well, now we know who you are.
Who you really are.
Yep. What asshole thing you gonna hit us with next, Joe?
Oh, Biff, do you have another one?
Yeah, I think I got
Biff,
one.
Yeah, let's have. Sorry, Biff.
All right.
What's that?
Ready? The Patriots,
Yep.
the Boston Bruins, or cheese.
Well, had you asked this pre-2019, this would have been really difficult.
Yeah.
But I will definitely, without a doubt, say, because just this year alone, I mean, I've had no. I think the Patriots have played, what are we on? Like week 12, something like that. There's been half a dozen games where management has called and said, oh, blah, blah, blah. What are you doing? Oh, I'm doing this, that. Oh, you're not watching the Patriots? It's like, oh, right. They're on, and even I was so much more passionate for them in the 80s when what's worse than sucking? They had that
Rod
one.
Rust.
Yeah, dude, they had that one outlier year where when I say they backed into the playoffs and then just got lucky 3 weeks in a row to make it to the Super Bowl, to be at the time, the most lopsided Super Bowl ever.
Yeah, 1985. Yeah.
Yeah. They scored on their opening drive. They kicked a field goal, and then I think lost 45-3, or maybe it was like 42-10. They scored late.
I think I saw a couple of the Patriots in the halftime show. Like, I think that's how.
Exactly. Hey, is that the bass player? Is that
Up with People, or is that Steve Grohl?
So if this was asked in 2018, 2019, it'd be tough. It would.
You're such a bandwagoner. It's amazing.
I know. Think about the 20 years of joy. Were you just freebasing the Patriots and
all those years of unsufferable Patriots allegiance, and now it's fuck the Patriots.
Well, no, you bring up a good point, because, and that's the same. Look, I was to say the fucked up thing is, like, had the Red Sox, not like I was not on the bandwagon for their 4th World Series, but that first World Series, I mean, absolute tears just streaming down my face. And even in 2007, tears streaming down my face. I was very happy when they won in 2011. But then the bullshit that happened the year after and all that stuff we won't get into, I was like, yeah, I'm done. And with the Patriots, dude, as much as the Patriots gave me, as you know, Biff, because you've had to hear it, and Joe's been literally the shoulder to cry on, and the unbelievable best hugs in my life when they've won. Like, everything a human being can give to a team, I did through that run, and it was great, and it was magical, and I will never be thankful enough. But going forward, cheese, baby. I mean, I'm always gonna love me some fucking cheese,
and that's how you're gonna die, baby.
And that's
like gonna take you down.
Look, if they find the body and there's a burial, one of the two of you son of bitches puts on there, he picked cheese and the Bruins over the. Here lies shock. He liked cheese and the Bruins more. Look, I almost several times almost got a Patriot tattoo, but I got a Bruin tattoo. You know what I mean? And it's like, and I got I don't have a tattoo for cheese. I have a body like in my knee.
You have cheese tattooed on your heart. That's just
no, that's
much.
Clogging my heart.
Oh,
that's so close.
I'm gonna say Bruins for my sake, just as a little side, because I had more. I'm not a huge sports fan, as you know, shocker.
Yep.
But
Yep.
when I did watch sports, the Patriots were the team. I didn't watch as much Bruins. I didn't follow the Bruins as closely as I did the Patriots during that run. So I will have to say, sorry, Bruins. Original 6, more like original 5.
And truly in my lifetime, the Bruins have only won one cup. Really, in my lifetime, 1972, sure, I'm 3, but they've only won one cup in my lifetime. They lost in my lifetime 7 times to the finals. But
did they get there that many times?
Oh yeah, dude, they lost.
Let's see,
in the 80s.
They lost to the Flyers twice. Or once.
No. Flyers beat the Sabres once. So
yeah, they beat the same. Yeah, that.
So it was. The other time probably was the.
It was the Bruins.
They lost
Guys,
to Montreal.
It doesn't matter because I already said the Bruins don't exist anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, good. All right, so let's see if I got a tougher one. Yeah. Okay, here we go. This one for Joe. I don't think it's going to cost half the anxiety you made me go through. But
that's because I'm a better writer.
So much better everything. And there's not one person who's met both of us who argues that. All right, here you go. Video games. One of these have to go.
I'm a one-note person to you, aren't I? Video games this and video games that. I have other. Oh, wait a minute.
No, I don't. I had The Simpsons. I had The Simpsons in there, and I had Conan in there.
Yeah, right. I'm just being a little tall.
Okay.
Go on.
Video games. Late 70s up to March 4th, 2000, when the PS2 was released. So you got all video
the whole
games
retro era. Yeah.
Right, up to 2000.
My childhood. Continue.
You got the PS2 from the PS2 up through the PS4 X1, Xbox One.
Yep.
Everything from this point on. Like whatever comes next. You're on an island and you don't know what the next version of the Oculus is. You don't know how absolutely amazing the PS6 is going to be. Like those glasses you're wearing now, that's all. You slip on those glasses and it has every game not every game ever made. Every game that somebody at a game station once thought about, hey, wouldn't this be a fun game that never got developed? It's now fully developed with downloadable extra content on the glasses you're wearing now. And your controllers are just,
okay. So I'm going to take the unselfish route, and I'm going to say, the second choice, the PS2 to PS,
the middle
4 era.
Okay, wow.
Only because I'm not going to kill my childhood because I'm not like the Ghostbusters 2016. I'm not going to do that.
You do hate first Betty White and now.
No, I just hate those specific women in that specific movie. No, I mean, it's fine. Everything's fine. I couldn't be happier. But I can't throw away the future because that's where the children are and my grandchildren are going to be. I can't just burn the future, salted earth kind of thing. No, I can't.
Oh, and the cube, playing games on the cube is too good for your unborn grandchildren. Oh, whatever. Elitist snob.
Yeah, that's right. So sorry. No. That means no Arkham Asylum.
Yep.
No, none of the Arkhams. A lot of great games were born out of that generation, the PS2, I think Halo and all that shit that I don't even play.
I mean, when did the Zelda come into the?
Zelda was 1985.
Okay. So that was so that's definitely that's in there. Okay.
Yeah. So So basically, you're your childhood, your future, or your child rearing years. And I go, which one do I want to get rid of? No, it's the PS2, PS4 era because. I don't have that much. That was like my young adult and adult years, so no. But when I'm old, I do want to put on the VR goggles and just disappear into the past. That's where the future is,
There
maybe
you
the
go.
past.
Yeah, I mean, think about that. In 20 years, Joe is really looking forward to the most latest, greatest controllers from Missile Command. like you are going to put those on, and you are going to play. You're going to find out if there's a hack that has the lost luggage. if you can do the Atari lost luggage on the most cutting edge, unthinkable will exist in 20 years now. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I want to feel the bra in my hand from the lost luggage. I want to be able to feel the lace on the bra. All right, I'm gonna do another. I'm a greedy little.
Oh wait,
duck.
wait, Biff. Is this
Oh, I'm
Biff?
sorry.
What do you got, Biff?
Is it my turn?
Yeah, I just went.
All right. So this is really kind of a true theme one. A three-way Sid and Marty Krofft question, which is banana splits, Puffin Stuff, or Land of the Lost.
Land of the Lost. Yeah.
No, are you kidding me? The Slee Stacks?
Fuck them. Fuck. What's his name? What's the kid's name there? The caveman kid.
Chaka.
Chaka. Yeah. Fuck him. Fuck him in his rear.
You didn't have to go that far, Joe. I mean, you could have just said fuck him.
Yeah, you're right.
You didn't have to go take that extra step.
Management always has mentioned that she used to feel bad that the people in her 30 group when her acting group when she was in her 20s used to refer to another guy she said I do's with because behind his back they used to call him Chaka. And to see how he turned out, they were pretty right on. Anyways, yeah, gosh. Well, the thing is, the banana splits. It's the banana splits are the Martin Short of the Krofft world. 1 year, only one. I mean, it's one of those things when people look back and you ask Saturday Night Live fans, it's like, oh, what were the Martin Short years? People will have a 3-4 year window. The banana splits, people have such memory of them, but that only lasted 1 year. So
it's so weird. That's why.
Right. Tra la la la. Yeah. I think I have to say banana splits.
1
Really?
banana, 2 banana, 3 banana, 0.
Wow.
0. Yeah. I mean, the theme song was the best part. Yeah. And I think the opening credits, if I'm not wrong, was 7 minutes of the show.
That was like the Hanson brothers.
Yeah, right. Seriously.
Oh, the Hudson brothers. Hudson brothers. Yeah.
They yes. Oh my God, the Hudson brothers.
Yeah.
Yes. Wow. Hold on. Don't neither one of you guys say it. Ed and the Pink Lady?
No,
Pink.
Jeff, right?
Pink Lady
Pink Lady and
Jeff.
Pink.
Pink Ladies and Jeff. Okay.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, seriously.
Jeff Altman, by the way.
I mean,
Altman, yeah.
maybe if I can keep just the theme song, but Land of the Lost is like, I loved it. Growing up, I absolutely loved it. An iconic theme, an absolute iconic theme. But I'm gonna say the. What about you, Biff? Oh, you know.
Yeah.
You asked that. What about you?
Yeah, actually, I would have to go with Joe and fuck Chaka, given the 3.
Yeah, and also I want to spare Will Ferrell from making the remake movie. That was a misstep. So all right, I'm a greedy. I got 2. One for each.
All right.
Biff.
Mm-hmm.
I had to do some Googling for this, so pardon my ignorance.
Yeah.
Baby Metal, Aldius, or Bandmade?
Oh, Bandmade easily.
Oh, okay. Are they the newest ones, or like the
they
most
are
mainstream?
roughly the same age as Aldius, but
so Bandmade.
See, you Googled wrong. If you would have said that last one was Nemophila, then it would have been really hard.
See, that didn't show up. I had others.
Wait, Nemophila is it? I saw a commercial.
That was a Def Leppard album.
Medicine for that.
No.
Are you suffering from Nemophila?
No.
But which of?
So
which
actually,
of those
I've seen Baby Metal twice.
Okay.
And I've seen Nemophila twice. And Bandmate actually had a ticket for it, and I ditched because I said, it's right. It's cool.
So, but Aldius is a good. So
yeah, Aldius I love Aldius, but they've only played like once at NAMM, so I really couldn't go. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
In the US, yeah.
Jacques, similar music question.
Okay.
Black Flag, the Stooges, or Sex Pistols?
Ooh.
Oh, that's an easy one.
It is. I love Black Flag. Absolutely love Black. People know this. Their bass player, chick. She was probably the godmother of bass playing. And if you take the top 20 bands that I have, half of them chick bass players, all who point to her as, yeah, I found out the bass player for Black Flag, and one of their iconic concert videos, well, which was a bootleg that had to come.
I think it's kind of like, wouldn't Tina Weymouth really be the godmother of bass playing?
Well, yes, because there weren't a lot of chicks playing instruments back then. They're just, and especially in a band like that. Plus, like I said, it was like a bootleg, small show, but all those shows were like 50 people back then. But it became the de facto, hey, this is who Black Flag is. She was playing that show wearing a Green Lantern t-shirt. So double whammy. She left the band to go on to get her doctorate degree. It's one of those crazy things. But Black Flag's got to go because the Pistols, I mean, I remember, maybe I don't love the TV show Ted Lasso so much, but the absolute first footage, the first 20 seconds of Ted Lasso, the team is out on the field training and God Save the Queen's playing. And instantly it already put the show at a 9 for me. Like, if you're starting a series with God Save the Queen, you're definitely going to be there. And the Stooges, again, that's everything. You don't have Black Flag without the Stooges. You don't have the Pistols without you don't have the Pistols without the Stooges. You don't have the Black Flag without the Pistols. So hands down, if you had thrown Pixies in there,
yeah, I was gonna think of
then I'd be like, okay, hold on, I'm just gonna go walk back and forth blindfolded across 93 a few times wearing my invisible pedestrian outfit, and I'll get right back to you. Just let me put on my invisible pedestrian outfit, walk on the highway, and I'll come back with an answer.
Yeah, I knew I was gonna. The music was my weak point, so I tried. I tried to be cool, man, but I couldn't.
Okay, so I'm gonna hit you now. So now it's my turn.
Who's you?
You, Joe.
You people.
This one. You people.
What do you mean, you people?
Use.
What do you mean, you people?
All right. The Simpsons. All animation before The Simpsons. Game shows. And remember, Peter's listening.
Let's see, I guess. Gee,
there's no bugs. There's no,
yeah.
Daffy.
I don't like this question because you kind of double dipped. You kind of double dipped with the Simpsons, a little bit of a one-track mind there.
Well, that was in the Conan thing, but yeah, I did, and I tried not to. I really was trying to steer away from the same thing twice, but
let me think about it. So let's see, game shows. Oh man, you know what? I'm gonna say because Simpsons.
This is a podcast with people can't see. Can you describe your background on your wallpaper?
I have what the original 1976 set from Family Feud,
where the names and the lettering resemble that of a Whitman sampler.
Yes,
earlier. So
who's the biggest loser? Who has who's the biggest loser on this podcast? Survey says
Jacques.
Oh, yeah, I'll say Simpsons.
Really, think about the first 10 years alone. What has made besides me and my Pierre LaDouche on cutting room floor, what has made you laugh more in your lifetime than the first 10 years of The Simpsons?
Oh, the Looney Tunes.
Okay, all right.
I mean,
there you go. No.
By the way, I mean it's like everything before The Simpsons, which is like a lot of stuff.
Like the 6 years, seven,
and then like The Simpsons, which is like 1/3 good. And then all game shows like
okay
yeah,
easier than I thought.
Yeah, I got it. I'm just going with quantity. Like I'm buying in bulk here.
Yeah, I get you. You went to Costco.
Yeah,
and
I can keep all of animation prior to The Simpsons.
You could have gone down to, Whole Foods and got The Simpsons, or you could go to Costco and get the Warner Library.
I'm on a tight budget, and I need the most bang for my buck and the most value for my dollar.
All right, there you go. All right, Biff, you're up.
This is the last one I had because everything else was kind of
Okay.
like similar to yours or too redundant. So this is my last one.
Okay.
T-shirts, underwear, or jeans.
Oh, I free ball it so much. It's not even pre-pandemic, there'd be times where I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm just out here swinging in the breeze.
Okay.
Oh man, t-shirts, underwear, jeans. I gotta say, I'm gonna go rogue on this. I'm gonna say jeans because sweatpants. Because sweatpants. Don't forget, there is an alternative. It's a more and as my waistline expands, I've become more appreciative of sweatpants over the more recent years.
Well, honestly, and this is another pre-COVID question. Like, yes or no? The two of you, did you go a whole calendar year without putting pants on? Like
No.
jeans? Was it sweatpants for a whole year?
No, I wear jeans.
Okay. No, if I'm in the house, it's funny because when my boys started watching the Goldbergs,
yes,
and Murray walks in the house and takes his pants off, I walk in our front door and the pants get draped over the couch. Like we have a couch where you guys know the layout of the house.
I thought you were going to say like on the doorknob. Just like hanging right there.
No,
I've actually worn dress pants.
No,
even in the first year of the COVID. So there you go.
And it's like, yeah, it is. It's yeah, it's funny. And now, because the boys don't remember, because I always lived in my Levi's 501s. It's the only pair I wanted, now if I put on pants, the boys are like, oh, where are we going?
Yeah.
They know it means Market Basket. I will literally walk in there with the oldest torn old pajamas and a shirt that's more holy than the Pope and not give a fuck. But if I have on pants, one of them has a doctor's appointment. I have a meeting. The phrase, will the defendant please rise, is about to be uttered.
There you go.
But and Biff, what do you say to that?
I'm also eliminating the jeans.
Eliminating the jeans.
Yeah.
Especially because these days, really, I'm just shorts all the time guy. So,
all right, who's up?
So I guess you're out, Biff, of questions. So
I am out of questions.
So you and I, Jacques, have.
No, that's not fair because Biff didn't call Uno. See, so if we're not going to play by the rules,
we're playing Dose.
We're playing Dose. All right, hit me.
Well, so I have like three sets of. I have three questions left.
Yeah.
What do you have?
I got two. So okay, you go. I'll go. You go.
Okay. Ready? This is a bit personal and a bit inside. So sorry, other people listening to this podcast, but here we go. Formal edition, Misty's Kitchen, Beyond Id.
Oh, well, Beyond Id is my whole life. None of those other things happen without it. Oh, am I muted?
No.
I thought you were going to go straight. I thought you were saying straight on. Beyond Id. It's gotta go.
Yeah, I was like, okay, fuck music.
I am, I usually, it's so hard because I want to share when I'm so excited about something. I actually played for Joe the latest thing. We got one more session to lay down some more drum tracks because I liked and loved what I played last time. But I was so excited to share with Joe. Yeah, in our 50s, Dan and I are still not playing our old songs. We're making new stuff. I don't know Joe without Formal Edition. I don't know Joe without Misty's Kitchen, but as much as I love Misty's Kitchen, as much as Misty's Kitchen is what got me what got me to LA. Misty's Kitchen got me my interviews in LA. Scott Grimes saying, "Hey, play on my hockey team and you can live here," is what got me in the van out there.
And just to let people know who don't know, so Formal Edition was the sketch comedy show that I and two other friends and Jacques participated in Lexington, Massachusetts in the 1995. I mean, Misty's Kitchen was the public access syndicated video program that you started prior to us starting Formal Edition, but we crossed paths and met at Lexington Cable Access.
Coming out of college, I started a music video show. Selfishly, I had access. Our band it was just the fucked up way that the world works sometimes. We didn't have money to go to a real recording studio very much. We had to record stuff on, let's say, a borrowed 4-track. Who was borrowed from and whether it was returned, that's another conversation.
You're still borrowing.
Is this like another market basket story? Is that what we're saying?
I'm looking. Hold on. I'm looking up statute of limitation.
It's statute.
See, that's why I couldn't find it.
Yes.
Hey, well, I'll talk to John about it later tonight before I say anything. But Misty's Kitchen, honestly, I started a music video show because my band had access to making music videos that would have cost $20,000 to $30,000 only because a big filmmaker in Boston, a guy who had hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of the best gear, liked us and would make our music videos for us. I would direct him and he would bring fucking everything. And so I was able to start a music video show our videos, show other bands' videos. It got me in the record industry for real, like a substantial way of getting in. It's what got our band a video album that ended up getting us a full-page article in Billboard magazine. But because I was doing the show, I think Formal Edition was on episode 2, and the guy who ran the station said, "Hey, there's a couple high school kids here. They have a funny thing going. You want to jump in and kind of help structure and kind of work with them a little bit." And I was so drunk anyways. I said, yes.
You're like 3 boys.
I think, right. Exactly. Wait, that blonde one. I don't know if Saturday Night Live has Jimmy Fowley writing for them. If not for getting his. So Jimmy, he first did Formal Edition before I shot the Mind Time video that, later played. But honestly, I think you guys were 2 episodes in and I jumped on board episode 3 and I'm still, I mean,
you were the last to leave.
I was, yeah, but without a doubt, I loved Misty the dog. I had so much of my life was tied up in Misty's for years with our good friend Kim. But that's got to go, and it's hard. It's not easy, but beyond it's the easy one because I met Dan September 1989. We were a band by October 1989. We played our first show 6 months later. Well, we played our first show in Boston 6 months later. And here it is, honestly, let me do the math. This many years later, we're still getting together, making noise. And yeah, no, if you had asked me another thing, and maybe you do, but yeah, Misty's Kitchen's got to go. All right, what do you got for Biff? You got one for Biff now. I got to go pick up my soul, which is somewhere around here that you just kicked out.
No. I don't have any for Biff, unfortunately.
Oh.
I mean, sorry, I kind of
son of a bitch. Oh, wait, no, it's my turn. It's my turn.
It is your turn anyway.
Okay.
So
all right, so I'm going to hit Biff. Biff,
yes,
right.
Please.
Fishing. Going to music shows, and I think this is kind of easy, but I want you to think about it just before you answer. Fishing, going to music shows,
tentacle porn,
any and all social media.
Well, yeah, any and all social media.
Like you can't I mean.
Yeah, no Twitter, no Facebook, no Instagram.
Oh
I don't know what else is there.
What a beautiful life.
You actually have to call people if you want to communicate with them.
No, I could text them.
You could text them. That's true. It's not. But
if you wanted to meet new people, you'd have to go somewhere to meet them.
Yeah, like you for some reason.
Do I want to meet new people? That's a different question altogether.
Right. At this point, you should be cutting people out of your life.
Well, yeah, right. I mean, that's the way it works, right? I mean, it's like, yeah, fuck that guy.
So we're wrapping up Carnival Personnel forever now, and it was great seeing you.
You mean I'm excused? You're saying that I'm excused?
Nice try. Nice.
That was worse than my question to you earlier. That was a worse tease.
Put the lotion and the tissues away, John. Like every girl in your life. Wow, you lasted twice as long as normal. Okay, kudos. What's your secret?
I'll never tell.
but that's an easy question for you, Biff.
Yeah.
All right. What if I just said fishing or going to music? You can only do one.
Fishing or going to music, and I can only do one. Well, it's a little bit tougher.
That's not the game. Boo.
I just wanted to see.
I mean, if I was to rank, I think the probably it'll go. Then it'll be fishing, and I'll probably want to go to music the most. I think.
See, I didn't want to double back with hockey because that's just too big, and I didn't want to say hockey, fishing,
breathing.
You know, or breathing. Right. It's like might as well just open the artery now, you know, and just let it.
Anything that contains water, you know, oxygen, or your brain.
Boobs. Oh, I was going to go with boobs as the third
boobs.
one because I don't want to live in a world, and I don't mean you two boobs. I mean, so prostitutes. So that gross. That means good. So I think I'm going to have to see all your breasts now.
Yeah.
To shun, to push away.
I get the joke now because I saw Night Shift.
Thank you.
Finally, thanks to you.
You're welcome.
All right. So, yeah, unfortunately, Biff, this is this next question is a Jacques oriented.
Can I go to the bathroom then?
Yes, please. Just not on camera, if you don't mind.
All right.
Jacques, I'm going to ask you, and it's the biggest. I kind of wanted Biff's response.
Wait. Now that he's gone.
Yes.
Oh man, I can't believe the tentacle porn that he just done.
Right. I mean, and to play it
Oh,
while we're doing the podcast.
while we're here.
Yeah, like I can hear it.
Can you unsee that? Can you unsee that?
No, and you know, part of me doesn't want to. That's what actually makes me. So no, the real question, Jacques, to you is, which one of these Patriots legends have to go? Now, remember, you hate the Patriots, so this is like a free.
It's an easy one.
Like a free
they all
spin.
go.
Yeah, this is a free
All of
spin.
them.
Before you throw it out there, can I maybe guess the names you're going to throw out? You're going to throw Julian Edelman. You're going to throw Teddy Bruschi, and it's got to be Brady, you know, or Tony Eason. Could be the great Tony Eason.
As the late great Meatloaf said, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Okay, what's the third one?
It was Julian Edelman, Teddy Bruschi, and Wes Welker.
Oh fuck! See, that's because the recent what is it?
Recency bias?
Thank you. Once again, easy for you to say that. Recency bias.
Yeah. Ask the non-American to say the word, right?
Because
the freaking Asian immigrant, you know, has to pronounce the words.
Well, you studied it more than
you look you know
tested you on these words.
You know our civics better than we do. Who the fuck are you kidding?
So yeah, Julian Edelman, Wes Welker.
See, that's the tough thing. And with the Welker thing, and I'm just gonna I won't pontificate too long. The Welker gets forgotten because Julian Edelman won 3 Super Bowls.
Yep.
And in one of the Super Bowls, he won. He was the MVP.
Yep.
And there was no argument about it. I mean, if you wanted to break things down to one moment in time, Julian Edelman will be remembered for 1 catch. Welker will be remembered for 1 not catch. Like Julian Edelman caught a ball that won a Super Bowl, and Welker didn't come down with a ball that would have won the perfect season. So it's not like oh yeah, you know, the Patriots lost to the Philadelphia Eagles, and there was a lot of finger pointing. And no game really is one play. But at the end of a game, if Welker comes down with that, they take a knee. They have the undefeated 19-0 season. That said, there's a 6-year window when Welker owned the NFL. He didn't, you know, that's when people would say, oh, they're only throwing 10-yard passes. Yeah, he led the league in yards. He led the league in catches. He led the league in yards after catches. And everybody has corrupted the term, you know, 3rd and Edelman, you know, 3rd and Dola, you know, 3rd and Hogan. But it all started. And the most amazing thing about Wes Welker, everybody knows, okay, it's 3rd and 7. There's Gronk, there's Aaron Hernandez, there's Randy Moss. It's going to Welker every fucking time. And they knew it. So they would put 1 guy on each of those motherfuckers and 7 on Welker. And the son of, and then, you know, one of the other great things is the joke that went around, like, you know, that Welker leaving practice the other day got hit by a bus. He held on to the ball, got up and ran 5 more yards. So that said, those were 6 fucking awesome years.
But awesome. that Super Bowl was a weird one. I mean, you know, obviously they were headed for that perfect season, but that's the helmet catch year, right?
No, it's everything. Like that helmet, but
that was a weird Super Bowl. Yeah.
But if Welker comes down with that ball, there's less than 2 minutes left. They don't have timeouts. You're taking 3 knees and the game's over. It's literally that. It's a first down catch. And look, it's not a great throw. He's running full speed left to right. Yeah. It's behind him, but it's a catch. That season alone, he made 8 or 9 times.
It's like, but I mean, on the other hand, right? I mean, it's like,
but first of all, Teddy Bruschi's a no starter. Yeah. I mean, it's my zip code is 018 Bruschi. Like that's even when I'm writing it in my head as I'm writing my zip code. If I'm typing it on something, I say that as I type it. I've never worn another person's jersey. I've been given Brady jerseys I've never worn. I've been given Gronk jerseys I've never worn. Bruschi's the only one I've worn, and it's been the same one for.
And I believe Bruschi is the only action figure you own.
The only action figure I own, therefore the only action figure of multiple companies that I own.
Of the Patriots, though.
The Patriots. I mean. Yeah. No, that's what I mean. But not only that, I have a couple Teddy Bruschi's.
Yes,
No, I feel that it could be argued that possibly I have a 6-pack of Brewskis somewhere in this house. I love Wes Walker, though. I mean, he played 8 years for the Pats. 6 of those years, like I said, unbelievable stats. Like
you're stalling, and this is you not pontificating. Answer the question.
He's out. Welker, thank you, but had you come down with that catch, it would have been a lot harder. It would have been a lot harder if he won 1 Super Bowl. Yeah. And again, he didn't win or lose a Super Bowl. He makes that catch, and that's it. Okay, so my last one, and here it goes for Joe. Ghostbusters. Back to the look at his eyes. Back to the Future. Weird Al. Juneteenth.
Holy
Weird Al,
smoke.
And that's why I waited for the last one.
Oh.
That's why I
body blow, uppercut. He's down for the count. Oh shoot.
And I was told I labored over this. Honestly, I'm like, video games, Weird Al, this, and no, I wanted to. Look, the pain that you caused me. I look, you wanted to hurt me, and you did. You cut me. Look, I know it was you, Fredo.
I knew it was you. You broke my heart.
You broke my heart. And you did it twice. So
I know.
Just in case you didn't hear it, it was Ghostbusters, Back to the Future, Weird Al. Do you want to go first, Biff? Which one of these? I'll let you think about it.
Wait, talking about Weird Al Smith, because he's gone. Weird Al Smith can go to fucking hell.
Yeah, I mean, if you ask me to give him the choice, I'd have to go with the Ghostbusters. But
no, I'm not. I'm talking the original ones. I'm not talking the 2016.
The original
entirety combined. Yeah, it's still.
Wait, you mean the original Ghostbusters?
No, Joe.
The Larry Storch show. Joe. Bye. Goodbye, original Ghostbusters.
Nice try. The Bill Murray led.
Oh, rats. You know what? I'm gonna have to.
Rhodes.
Yeah. If I were to now, what I have 2 cousins.
Not driving through a tunnel. Nice try.
Let's see. Ghostbusters, I grew up with that cartoon. I think I'd seen the cartoon before the movie because that's the way I am.
No, you saw the second one first. And then
yes, right. I went way back. I started in 89 and went backwards. No, I started.
Did you go back in time?
Take me away. I don't mind. As long as you promise me I'll be back in time.
The news is so good.
Yes, I missed the news, but Huey Lewis is.
Did you say miss the news or miss the news?
I missed the
now
news.
He's missing the news. Right?
Yeah, I'm gonna. I'm Weird Al Yankovic is still going strong, as evidenced by Weird, the Al Yankovic story movie that just came out. available on Roku, which is like, or available for download for free somewhere else.
Like somebody's Plex who I may or may not have
Yeah.
log into.
Yes, somebody who shall remain Mike nameless. I mean, I guess I'll have to, because Back to the Future, I went to visit a museum based on all Back to the Future memorabilia.
But it was right down the street and it was free, right?
No, it was about an hour away and it cost $75 per person. Suggested donation, but it all went to the Michael J. Fox Foundation, which is good.
That's cool. Yeah.
And they I mean, this guy recreated the opening sequence in the original Back to the Future movie where you see Doc's lab and you see the camera panel across all the clocks and all that stuff. Like there was a honest to goodness recreation, and I loved every minute of it.
What's given you a good cry recently, other than thinking about It's a Wonderful Life?
Right, Back to the Future Part 3. The ending it kind of gets to me. Not the part where young Jules at the very, very end of the movie points to his crotch because he has to go pee, and nobody in the editing booth picked up that shot. So anybody watching the end of the Back to the Future Part 3 will now be ruined, forever ruined, because they will not stop unseeing. They can't unsee the kid pointing at his crotch
unless you're still crying, in which your eyes are blurry from the tears.
Or you're watching the made for TV or the TV edited version where they crop out the sides and they just focus on Doc Brown. So anyways, I'm going to say Ghostbusters. Unfortunately, have to go.
Wow. But where do these stairs go?
They go up. I mean, I own
the reboot. Like you even loved the Ghostbusters last year. I mean, that's 4. You're getting 4 amazing movies.
I don't remember. Some would say 3.
Some would say 3.
Yeah. Some would say 3 movies.
Like those 2 really great Godfather movies, or the 3 great Superman movies.
Yes, of course. We all know the Superman trilogy. And the Godfather duology. I know. Yeah, I guess Ghostbusters, because Back to the Future is like, I believed time travel existed for a period of time. I kind of still wish. I mean, time travel does exist. It's called YouTube, but I love Back to the Future.
Well, it's also called your basement playing retro video games.
Yeah, right. Exactly. It's my life. But Ghostbusters, I'm sorry. I know that means that Dan Aykroyd will not be receiving a blowjob from a ghost, because that happened in the first movie in a dream. It didn't really happen. But yeah, I'm going to say Ghostbusters. But I love my Weird Al and I love my Michael J. Fox Back to the Future.
Yeah, I knew that'd be a tough one. So that wraps it up. Guys, honestly.
Wait, I have one more.
Oh, you have one more. Oh, yeah, it better be for Biff. If you already gave
it better be for Biff.
Better be awful and make him cry.
No, this one is more for you, Jack, but it could be for Biff as well. Kal-El, Jor-El, or K-Tel? Which one has to go? One of them has to go.
Wow. You're going to make me kill Marlon Brando. I can't make it,
Kal-El, Jor-El, or K-Tel, as in K-Tel Records.
Records, yeah. No, I do. Yeah. So what do you think that shelf over there is?
No way, my brother. You're going to have to buy your own.
Oh, that's a deep cut going all the way back.
Right.
Yeah, no. Yeah. I mean, Jor-El's a great character. You don't have Carol without Jor-El, but dude, I ain't getting rid of that collection. That right. Dude, that was yacht rock before there were yachts.
They were inspired to invent yachts based on that music.
Just that alone. All right.
Music that launched 1,000 douchey ships.
A buddy of mine was working out a routine the other day, and he was like calling Dat Rock, and I punched up a little bit. Or Matt, our mortician friend, and I said that I was like, all right, so how about this? It's like you can only yacht rock doesn't have to go, but you can only listen to it on a yacht. And I'm like, and then you got to pause. It's like, do you got a yacht? Do you know where you can get it yet? Then shut up. I'm mostly all Labrador Retriever.
So you're killing Kal-El? I just want an official
No.
answer.
I'm killing Jor-El.
Jor-El. Sorry.
Jor-El. Yeah.
I'm keeping-
Marlon Brando is gone.
All right.
Who's the more recent Jor-El?
Oh,
The new one.
It is Russell Crowe.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
It's Russell Crowe. And it's funny because we go to a pizza place or whatever, we go to this place, Blaze Pizza, and every time they ask for the name, and my sons used to like laugh, but now even they'll give the name Kal-El. And how do you spell it? Kal-EL. And people, it's like, oh, great. And I'm going to say every third time somebody be like, oh, like Superman. And then I kiss that person right on the mouth, whether he expects it or not.
You know, if I was more creative, I would have said Kal-El, Jor-El, or Weird Al. So, damn it.
No, I'm trying to think if there's anything on this list that super passes that. Okay, guys, this was absolutely great. I'm gonna listen back to the chat Joe and I had when Biff went to the bathroom, and I'm unilaterally gonna make the decision. I'm gonna cut that because I think it was pretty good. I think it was pretty good. Pretty awful, or awful good. You decide.
You make the call.
There's no podcasting rating system that is gonna. Hey, look, if we're not canceled by now,
they don't even know we exist.
No, we're flying under the radar, man.
Yeah, man.
We're taking it down from the inside.
We can't get inside. That's the problem.
Gentlemen, this was awesome and excruciating. I thank you both.
Thank you. Jacques, Biff, you two are a delight.
Oh, wait. Last one. The Mary Kill Fuck of Carnival personnel. Joe, Cal.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely killing myself.
Like, if I kill myself, does that mean I don't have to show up anymore?
No, dude, I will roll I will weaken at Bernie's your ass for the next 10 years.
Honestly, I think that's a Heaven's Gate kind of decision right there. I mean, like, that's just a bad ending all around. That's Jonestown, baby.
Every listener right now is saying, well, how many can I kill?
Can we kill some twice?
All right. Thank you, gentlemen. I'll talk to you in about 5 minutes.
All right.
And don't forget to...
There's a choice I'll take to tour. Run yourself.